All right, so we know that you guys love boots, work boots, cowboy boots, and we've got a pair of boots for you today, except just the miniature version.
Yeah, guys, this is a pair of vintage toddler cowboy boots. So we're talking old school cowboy boots for the little guy. And I think it'll be fun. But before we show you, before we go any further, guys, I want to make sure you know to stick around until the very end of this video. Do not leave now. Do not leave after you see the end of the boots and what they look like. Stick around to the very end because we have a big announcement. So without further ado, let's get to this little pair of vintage cowboy boots.
Now, this type of boot was very popular with little kids during the 40s, 50s, maybe a little bit of 60s. In fact, here's a picture of our dad when he was little, actually wearing a pair very similar to this. Now, one of the things that I was very impressed with was for a toddler's boot, how well these things were actually made. Now, they're beat up, but they are all real leather. And it looks like it's a welted shoe. I'm starting to think that it's not, but it is stitched. It just may not be welted. It is stitched all the way through, and in fact, the stitches come all the way up on the heel. This isn't a big, tall heel because it's a toddler's boot, and toddlers pretty much still have flat feet, so they don't need a big defined heel. So we're going to try to get these things redone and as close to the original as possible. Need a different size. That ought to do it. I'm gonna be very honest, I have never used this last before because I've never had something this small. So this is pretty dry rotted. All right, I thought they were welted. They are not. These are actually a stitch down construction. But if you think about it, it's actually really good for a toddler's foot because, like I said, they are a little flatter and they need that little bit of room. And so stitch down is a good, comfortable, fitted boot. They do have a leather heel counter in here. And, whew, dusty. Let's blow this out. All right, so stitch down construction, usually it's the lining that's held to the insole, and in this case, it's just canvas lining, which is very common. You still see that in a lot of even dress shoes today. However, it was old, it was tearing in some spots when I was removing it, but probably my knife cut part of this, part of it just frayed. So we're gonna have to take a little bit of different approach while still keeping it pretty accurate.
Okay, before we resole these little guys, obviously the uppers are in pretty rough shape. So I'm going to strip off a lot of the old dirt and dust that are on there, try to remove some of this older color, and then we are going to re-dye these boots, and I'm going to try to keep it the same color. I thought about maybe going black or something, but you know, I want to keep the authenticity of these, and we're going to keep them the same. So let's get these re-dyed, and then we will recondition these, and then we'll get back to the resole. All right, just putting a little acetone, like I said, onto these. Okay, so the leather's been dyed, but now it needs some moisture put back in here, so I'm going to put a little bit of leather lotion and like I said, really get some conditioning agents back into this leather. And then I will go over it with a little dark shoe cream to add a little bit more color and a little bit more of shine. And the reason I'm doing all of this now, especially the polish part, is because we're going to have white stitches all the way around here, and I don't want to get it on there at that point. So we're going to go ahead and knock it out here on the front end. Oops, a little bit of a spill.
Now these insoles were not leather, so we're going to cut some new ones out of just some shoulder leather. Okay, so we have put a new midsole on there, a little thin thing, and this is the thinnest sole leather that we have. And it should balance out to right about the same thickness as the original. All right, let's trim this down and then we'll get some pincers just to really push this together. So this is so thin that when I put it on my 5-in-1 press, it pushes it down, but it doesn't push it down like it would an adult shoe. So that's why I'm doing it by hand. So I'm gonna stitch on the sole. We're gonna do it a little bit different. I guarantee these originals were stitched on the machine. I cannot do that. And we found out that it's a stitch down, and because what's left of the welt, which is the upper, is very narrow, my machine won't even get in there. And these stitches, the stitch density on these is very, very small. So also, another thing, if you look at the original, you can see that they actually stitched up and then through the heel. That I cannot do either because I'm doing this by hand. My awl, when it gets into that rubber heel, the stitches are so close together, they'll just start poking through when I pull the string. So it's, we're gonna do it kind of like a traditional shoe, but I am gonna have to hand stitch this sole on. Make it easier to stitch through. All right, I am done. All those tiny little stitches, my hand hurts, beet red. Actually, it's just from the dye. But we got it done. Now we gotta smooth this out and clean it up.
So a lot of times when either you're using the stitching machine or you hand stitch like we did, it'll cause the leather here to kind of want to flip up. And we want this as smooth as possible. So a lot of times what I like to do is wet the leather, and then I'll just go by with my rounded off hammer here, and I'll just kind of work that leather back down and get it nice and smooth. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, one thing I want to point out, guys, is that I know some of you may be asking, they're cowboy boots, why is it sloped right there? Obviously, these are for a toddler, so you don't want the little guy to slip and trip over a defined edge. So just like the original ones, that's why we sloped this off a bit. Okay, we have finished up this little pair of vintage cowboy boots for infants, toddlers.
Toddlers.
Yeah, toddlers. So again, this was something very different. We were excited about it. Some guy local brought them into us, said he got them, I believe, at an antique store or something like that, and asked if we wanted to redo them for him. They have a baby on the way, so they are going to be for him or her. He didn't say. Something different, very exciting.
And as soon as we saw them, we were like, man, that looks like the pair that Dad used to have in that picture.
Yeah, and we showed that picture to you, so it was kind of a fun little project for us.
Yeah.
Okay, Heath, what did we do?
All right. Surprisingly, these things are not made like modern day shoes. These were actually stitched on. We thought that they were welted, but then when we started deconstructing and the welt kind of folded down, we can see that it was actually the upper. So it was a stitched down construction. Still so much better than what you get today.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just cemented on. The stitches on these things were so close. It took me a while to have to hand do these things.
And one of the things I wanted to point out, because I just know we may get it, when I'm showing the after shots, as you may see here, you may think, oh man, those stitches aren't perfectly lined up. Like you said, these were hand stitched. So hand stitching is never going to look like a machine, and there's just no way to get our Goodyear welt machine
way
stitched
too
in there.
close,
Yeah.
and I can only go where the previous holes were.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Rubber sole, we put a new a rubber hill.
Mm-hmm.
We had to slope that thing just to make sure the little guy doesn't trip on a hill. And then we also replaced the insole with real leather.
Yep.
These things did have a real leather counter inside in the back. So
It was impressive.
That was pretty darn
like
impressive.
I said, like you said, I mean, you will not find a kid's shoe made as well as these were when these, back in the day, like the originally
Things were
were
made
like
in
they were.
quality back in the day.
Absolutely, even little kids' shoes like that, pretty impressive. Hope you enjoyed this pair of shoes. We enjoyed making it. All right, for the big announcement, you want to tell them what it is?
Okay, so last year we quit selling our men's flip flops. It was I won't go into all the details about why we quit, but we decided now is the time to bring them back to the States. We were making them down in Mexico. And we said, hey, when a lot of people are actually, leaving the country, we're coming back to the country. So we sat down and started the redesign. How can we make these things even better, even more comfortable, softer? And we came out with what we got now.
Yeah.
And so we are starting a very pre-soft open sale for you guys.
Yeah.
This is going to be done in very limited numbers, this first batch. And it will be stamped not only Southern Polish, but also have our Trenton and Heath stamp on the sole as well. If you get these, you're going to get a card. Each one of these is going to be numbered. Like I said, we're doing this in a very limited number, and everyone is going to be numbered with our stamps on there. So it's a pretty cool thing. If you want, you get the first ones brought back made in USA.
Yeah, so like Heath said, we used to make all of our men's sandals here. And then
at our old shop.
At our old shop. And then that got so big, there was no way Heath and I could do it on our own. And that, like I said, that's when we sent them to Mexico. And they did it for several years. And you guys really liked those men's sandals. And but one thing we kept hearing down the comment section was, can't you guys make them here? And I mean, we'll go into this later in another video. But bringing them back to the U.S., especially in today's economy and the way things are and just the global market, it's hard to bring manufacturing and stuff back to the U.S., but hey, we know there's some boot companies out there doing it in the U.S. Why not a flip-flop or sandal brand? And that's what we've done.
That's it.
So, guys, if you're interested in purchasing a pair of these limited flip-flop sandals, then check out southernpolish.com. Links down below. I will also put the link in the description box, as well as I'll pin the comment right down below. So the very first comment, you should be able to find the link. Click on those. Purchase them today. You won't get them for a couple of months, because they have to be manufactured and all that kind of jazz. But again, this is our soft launch.
Get them quick.
Get them quick. These are the pair that'll have all the good stuff on it, like Heath said. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for joining us. A big Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thanks so much for joining us this year, for being with us, supporting us. You guys are awesome. It was another great year coming to y'all, and we have a lot of really great stuff planned for 2023 that we'll tell you about later. But again, Merry Christmas to
Catch
each and all.
y'all in the new year.
So, adios.